Hey there guys, it's Hobo525 here, back with another video. And today, I'm going to be doing a figure comparison of the Avengers Endgame War Machine figure and the Avengers Endgame Iron Patriot figure. So, yeah, I'm basically going to be, comparing them and talking about, like, what I like about them, what I dislike about each figure. So, yeah, let's get right into this. So, let's start off with the War Machine figure from Avengers Endgame. And yeah, this figure was a part of the Professor Hulk wave, and he did not come with any Build-A-Figure pieces. So this figure is actually really well made. I just love this figure a lot. I was super excited to get him, when the pictures of him first released. Like, I was so hyped for this guy. And yeah, but the problem that people, have with this figure is that he's not movie accurate. He's, well, more trailer accurate, which I understand that problem. I'm not going to try and judge these figures too much on that because, take away that he's not movie accurate, this is still one kick-ass figure. Just, he looks so awesome. The sheer, bulk of him, I love how he's so bulky and tall. If I get, a normal Marvel Legends, like Rowan, for example, and I compare the height of these two, yeah, he's a lot taller. I mean, I wouldn't say a lot taller, but he's significantly taller. Taller than a lot of my MCU Marvel Legends, so, yeah, and I just love the design of his armor, in general. I just love how the black looks. The paint apps for that is great. It's like a nice gunmetal paint. You could actually argue it's more gray than black, to be honest. And this nice silver paint right there looks very, well painted. And yeah, this figure stands up pretty well. He has pretty fat feet, so he stands up very well, and he's very easy to pose to. He also comes with, awesome accessories. One thing that I would have liked, though, for, this figure and the Iron Patriot one is that it came with a James Rhodes head. We haven't really had any James Rhodes head, at least a James Rhodes head outside of the helmet, and I don't know if we'll ever get one because I don't know if he's coming back in the MCU or not. Hopefully we will, but if they recreate some past War Machine figures or something like that, I don't know, because I really just want to get a good sculpted, James Rhodes head because, well, why not? Who wouldn't want that? That'd be awesome. So, yeah, that's not too much of a nitpick, but still would have liked it. Yeah, so he came with great accessories, like these little guns right here. They kind of detach pretty easily. That's kind of annoying sometimes, and, posing them around, they would fall off. So, I wish they stayed in, well, but his hand right there is kind of, blocking it, from staying in well into his arm, but it's whatever. I like how they painted a lot on the back too, the detail right here. That's nice. And I just love this helmet design, by the way. This looks so freaking awesome. I can't get over how awesome his helmet was designed for this. And yeah, I like this blaster up here. That stays in pretty well, actually. I got to use some force to take it off. So I like how that stays in pretty well. And yeah, I just love with all the amount of accessories this figure came in. So awesome figure. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the Iron Patriot figure. So, yeah, when this wave was first announced, I wasn't that excited for this figure, to be honest. I was still used to this figure. I love this figure a lot, and I didn't really care about this figure because I already have this one, but I got this guy for Christmas, and I was wrong. This is an awesome figure. Really awesome, has a lot of similarities to this one because there's a lot of resculpts, but it's not entirely resculpted, which I like. They added some accessories like these guns right here on the side. That's awesome. Looks great. This figure is just like the War Machine one, except way more bulkier and taller too. If you compare them, yeah, it's not a lot taller, but it's taller, all right, which is awesome. Okay, so yeah, I love the paint too. The entire design of this Iron Patriot armor is freaking awesome. I just gotta point that out. Just love the nice blue and red paint all around him. And he comes with a lot of cool accessories too. All of these right here, they stay in very well, and they're easy to detach. So that's awesome, and they just make the figure look so much cooler. I can't get over on how cool this thing is, and they did resculpt the feet, which is kind of cool. I personally like these better because, he stands up easier, but these are all right too. He doesn't really fall or anything, but yeah, so I love how he's movie accurate. I didn't say I was going to make that a big problem, but hey, I'm glad he's movie accurate. You know, these guys are still both awesome though, like on their own. So yeah, okay, so I did have one major problem with this figure though that, well, I wouldn't say a major one, but I did have a problem with this figure, like kind of a big one, but I'm just gonna get into it. So this figure right here, both these figures, I didn't mention it, but they have like really good articulation. Well, at least this one does. You know, the arms move pretty far for those like shoulder pad things there. I'm glad they're not like hard or anything. So like it's a lot of flexibility. I need to slow that fall off because these things are not staying pretty well. Yeah, but it moves up. The arms move up pretty well. No double jointed elbows, but that's okay because they still move up pretty good. But yeah, the knee articulation though is very stiff though. You got to use some force. I probably have to dip this guy in hot water later because that'll make, you know, it looser. Same with this, by the way. These are very stiff. Then you have the arms right here. This one moves up pretty far, I guess. Not as far as this War Machine, but the Iron Patriot one does move up pretty far. And now let's get to my biggest problem. This arm right here. Oh boy, where do I begin? So, you know, it is nice. Crap, it is a nice elbow joint right there. That's nice. Nice wrist articulation. But it cannot move up for the life of it. Like, really. It can't do this like this one can. It just stays there. Like, I've had like probably a total of 5, maybe 6 Marvel Legends that have had this problem where their arms cannot move. Like my Star-Lord one, if you guys don't know, this one it had the same problem where the arm just wouldn't move up. And I tried to do it by force, which I shouldn't have done because it broke. And that sucks, but I did have 2 other Star-Lord figures, so it wasn't that big of a loss, but it still sucks that it broke. And I don't want to force it on this guy because if this guy breaks, that's going to suck. This figure's awesome, and I don't have an extra, so yeah. And like, I know the hot water trick and all. I've tried that, trust me. I left this guy in hot water like for 5 minutes, and the only thing that was loose was, you know, the elbow joints. That's consistently, or like that's a lot more looser than this one. So was the wrist, you know, articulation, but this just wouldn't budge. The arm cannot go up. I tried by force, and you know, I didn't try that hard because I didn't want to break it. But yeah, I put this guy in hot water. It's still stuck like that. It really does suck. I did not try the hair dryer trick though. I know that works too, but that really does suck when I'm posing this guy. You know, it's limited with like how far I can spread the arms, and I want to use this guy for stop motions too, you know. I did have a stop motion plan for this guy, but like his arms, this arm, it just does not move like across. It just sucks, really. And it sucks that, like, I guess Hasbro does this frequently because like I said, 5 of my Marvel Legends you know, have been affected by this. But yeah, that really does suck. Really annoying flaw with this figure. If any of you have like any other tricks on how to fix this, like other than a hair dryer or hot water trick, because that did not work, I guess leave it down in the comments, because, you know, you'd be really helping me a lot, especially if it works. You know, like, here's what I'll do. If somebody here can give me a good trick on how to fix this and it actually works, I'll like give them a shout out or something in the next video, because that would be awesome. So yeah, enough of that arm. You know, let's get back to this. I know I kind of ran on like a tangent there. It's just a really annoying problem that I definitely had to address. So yeah, now which figure do I like better? That is honestly a hard one. Like, I know a lot of people are probably gonna say Iron Patriot better, and I'm kind of leaning towards him too, because he is movie accurate. This guy's trailer accurate, but take away the problem of the War Machine not being movie accurate. I'm just saying, like, let's say I got these guys randomly. Like, let's say I didn't even know who War Machine was. I just got these figures one day, and I had to decide which was cooler. And in terms of looks, I gotta go with Iron Patriot. He just looks so much more bulky, and I love that. And like the accessories, he comes with a lot more, and they stay on really well. With this one, you know, these two right here, they come apart pretty easily, which is annoying. This one stays in pretty well, but yeah, just like the look of this guy is a lot better than this one. I don't know. I do have like a lot of War Machine figures, and obviously they're all gonna kind of have the same color palette or color scheme. So I got to go with this one because I don't know. It just looks awesome, and I love the colors red and blue together and all that. But yeah, this figure just looked a lot more appealing. But I'm gonna be honest, it was a close call. I'm not gonna lie, mainly because of the arm. Sorry, I keep mentioning it. I just can't get over on how annoying that arm is. It just doesn't go up, and that really is a flaw to the figure. Like, really. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say about it though. But yeah, so all in all, these are great figures, and it was a close call, like I said. But yeah, this one just wins pretty much purely because of looks. This one destroys it of Articulation a lot better, even though it's pretty much the same, but you know, the arm. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to say about these figures. I do love these guys both. You know, I would love this one a lot more if it wasn't for the arm, but it's whatever. I'm gonna stop, you know, talking and rambling. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I guess tell me which figure you guys like better. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you all for watching, and with that said, Hobo525 out.